HubSpot Premium Integration, Company and Other Objects Part 2. Now that you've finished Part 1 of the HubSpot Premium Integration video, you can now move on to the next step where you will be setting up a HubSpot workflow webhook activity. You'll see this screen open in your Postalytics account. To use a HubSpot company object or other HubSpot objects, including custom objects with Postalytics, a webhook is required. For the initial integration setup, a test webhook must be sent from a HubSpot workflow to Postalytics. The window that is now open in your Postalytics account includes instructions on how to do this, but we'll walk through the steps in this video. Make sure to leave this window open as you move through the next steps. Building the workflow. From your HubSpot account, create a company-based workflow with an enrollment trigger. When setting up a deal, ticket, or custom objects workflow, you'll select that workflow type. One thing to keep in mind as you set up your workflows is that you must have the required data fields for mailing in Postalytics. So within your HubSpot contacts, company list information, you need to have a first name, last name, or company name, or a combination. You also must have address one, city, state, zip, and country, and also have the option of using the address to field. So that information must be set up in your HubSpot information. From there, we're going to set up the webhook. So in the HubSpot workflow, you're going to add send a webhook. Then the next step is going to be to set up the test webhook with the precise specifications outlined below. You want to make sure the method is set to post and that the webhook URL is going to be copied and pasted from the Postalytics request webhook URL. This is from the Postalytics window that you've left open into the webhook URL field here. Then we're going to make sure that the authentication type is set to API key, and that the API key, you have to choose a secret. You're going to click Add Secret, and then you're going to create a secret name. This secret name is a name code that is set up with the API key so that you don't have to obtain the API key each time that it is needed. This follows data security best practices to make sure that we're masking the actual code with a name. Once you enter that, you're going to click Save. And then make sure you enter the API location key, which is a request header. Then the request body should include all company properties. Then you're going to save your work. And then you want to select Test Action. The Select Test Action will search for a record to send over to Postalytics for mapping. Make sure you choose a record with the valid, proper address information. And then click Test, and you should see a status of success here. The next step is going to be mapping your data fields from HubSpot into Postalytics. So you're going to head back over to the open Postalytics window and map the fields between Postalytics and HubSpot using the drop-down menus for each field. This mapping ensures that your HubSpot data is inserted into the correct Postalytics field to support your mailing and any personalization that you're planning to use. A few tips for mapping. In order to mail, you must have either a company name, a first and last name, or a combination of all three, company first and last. Do not map this field to integrate if you don't want a specific data field to be integrated into your Postalytics campaigns. You must choose an address, city, state, zip, and postal for the mailing to work properly. Then click complete when you're finished. Now you're all set. So this integration is now complete, and you can move over to create a triggered drip campaign in Postalytics and be able to pull in all of your HubSpot premium objects into that campaign. Good luck, and if you need more information, refer to our Help Center with all of our HubSpot integration help guides. Thank you.